there were some prerequisites. So if anyone has not like downloaded Postman and installed it, we'll give few minutes. So like it's better if you could download and install Postman. So we'll give few minutes to be ready on that.
Excuse me, miss. Can you tell it again, miss? What is the one to download?
Okay, Postman. Wait, I'll share a link to that. Just give me a few minutes. Okay. So we'll start. Let me share my screen. Okay, everyone can see my screen, right? Can someone confirm?
Yes,
Yeah,
Okay.
can see Madhura.
Right. Okay, thank you. So before we begin, let's actually look at what is an API. So today the topic is actually telco APIs in web and mobile apps, right? So we will explain what is an API, and then we will explain what is a telco API. We will give some resources for you to access telco APIs, and Rukshan is there with me. So Rukshan will take an example, a particular use case, and explain how it can be used, right? So that's the agenda. So what is an API? API is it stands for application programming interface, right? Application programming interface. What it does is it coordinates certain functions, certain data in between, let's say two computer programs, or it can be two computer systems, right? So two systems, it synchronizes and exchange data. That's what happens. Usually, like in today's world, organizations they share data. For example, say organization A and organization B. So organization A wants to access some data from organization B. How can organization B expose this data to organization A in a secure method? So the answer is through an application programming interface, right? So I'll take a simple example for this one so that you can understand it properly. Now take this, here we have the customer, right? So let's take a restaurant example. So assume I'm the customer for this restaurant. I want to let's say today have my lunch from a restaurant. So I'm the customer at this particular restaurant. Now relate it to the particular application or the let's say organization A, right? Either organization organization A or a certain application, certain computer system, right? And then now what will I do? Will I actually go to the restaurant and straight away go to the kitchen? No, right? As if it is my home kitchen, I won't walk into that kitchen, right? What I will do is I will go and sit at a table, and there will be a person coming to me for my help. So he's called the waiter. So related to the API. API's role in between two systems is the waiter's role, right? You can exactly map into that. So waiter is the one who takes my request, and he goes to the kitchen and he submits it. So the kitchen may do some activities. People in the kitchen may do some activities, right, to get prepared my meal, and through waiter it will again send to the customer. So what API does is the exact same thing. So let's say customer is organization A, and kitchen is organization B, right? Now organization A wants some data, wants something from organization B, right? Organization A will request it through the API. Organization B will do some logic activities and prepare that data and send it through API to organization A. So that is how it works, right? So I hope you got this concept of API. Any questions? If you're unclear, just let me know, then I can explain it. So that is an API. Now let's see what is a telco API, right? Telco is actually telecommunications, right? Telecommunications, when it comes to telecommunications, there is Dialog, Mobitel, Hutch, Airtel. Likewise, there are operators in Sri Lanka. So telecommunication APIs, what it does is it enables communication. It enables telecommunication in between different applications. So when it comes to telco APIs, it could be the SMS API, where you can request to send SMS to a particular number base, or USSD, right? So when you usually dial a particular code, let's say hash 356 hash, you might have seen. So this is called a USSD, right? So you can actually using telco APIs as programming developers. From your application, you can request to send USSD for a particular number base, right? All these are communication related things. And then subscription charging, you can charge from the particular person's mobile account. with his or her consent, you can charge. So that also can be done through a subscription API, which charges from the mobile account, right? Then one-time charging. So subscription charging is where you have this recurring charging, let's say monthly, daily, or weekly. So assume today is 15th, no? So today I subscribe to a particular application which charges me monthly. Then again on October 15th, this subscription charging must happen to me, right? But one-time charging is when you have let's say something like you go and buy something from eBay. So that's called one-time charging. When I'm buying a pair of shoes, I will only pay it once and buy, right? So that is one-time charging. So both these things can be done through a telco API, a subscription charging or one-time charging API. I will show you where these APIs are so that you can use it. Or you can have interactive voice responses. You might have seen, like, sometimes when you take a call, there's a pre-recorded voice getting played. So you can do this kind of stuff also. So it's not only the mobile network operator who can do this, your applications also can do this using these APIs. And then location-based services. You can create an app to find location of different people. It requires consent from the particular person to share the location, but you can do that as well. So these things are possible. Now I will share from where you can access these things. So you can actually, you also can go, I'll share this link. So ideamart.io, right? On ideamart, all these telecommunication APIs are exposed. You can go to products, Idea Pro, and see the available APIs. So as I said, SMS API, USSD API, CAS is the one-time charging API, charging as a service. And then location-based services. You can do an innovative app where you're like, maybe you can prepare that app to track your field staff location. So something like that. So subscription API and IVR APIs. You can access this API documentation, and so Rukshan will also cover this part. So you can see like the sample request and response parameters and use this API to incorporate telecommunication capabilities into your application, right? So from here, you can actually now, to incorporate this, you have to go to this portal. So you can click here, login, right? So yeah, and here from Mobile Connect login, you can go to the, you have to like enter your, maybe you will have to enter your mobile number and sign in. Let me add. So you can log in here and you can go to this Idea Pro, right? From here you can, so if you want to incorporate this telecom APIs, you have to come and create an app here. Right? So from here you can fill in your application details, and you can choose APIs also. Right? You can select the mobile network operators, and you can select whatever the API is needed and fill in these details. So if you want any help for registration or the process of creating app and incorporating telecom APIs, you can reach to us, right? We will help in that process. So that's how you do. Any questions regarding this?
So far good.
Right. Okay. So with that, then let's move into the hands-on session. I will invite Rukshan to take over the session. Rukshan, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Mudara. So first, let me share my screen. Hope you can see my screen. Can you see?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, first let's go to the our university life. When we are coming to the university, there are big troubles we had to face. First one is we are unable to find suitable boarding in the first place. So what happened was we go here and there, check more boardings, and also first boarding is not the very suitable way. So what? So finding a boarding is a very hard. And second thing is when we are new to university, if we are in the Colombo University, for example, if we are in a Colombo University, then it's very hard to find the buses. There are a lot of buses and a lot of trains are there. It's very hard to find what which correct bus route. So likewise, we have different problems. And also when we are entered the university in the semester, if the semester is going to end, then there are a lot of exams are there, a lot of assignments are there, and a lot of lectures and lecture notes are there. But sometimes because of the workload, you miss some assignments, you miss some lecture notes, you miss lectures and you can't find the lecture notes. And likewise, there are a lot of issues are there. So what happened was each and every time we had to log into our university system and check whether there's assignment there, or otherwise we had to make some Google notification, set Google reminder there. So it's very hard. We have to go here and there and set up the things. And also there in the university, maybe there are a lot of meetings are there. There are union meetings and other meetings. Also, there's a possibility to miss those things. So there is a very good way to resolve those things. So we call them student mate. Student mate is a mobile app which has two users. Basically, we have the admin user and the students. So first I will share a link to you. Then you can download this app and you can install on your phones. This is Android app. Install your phones and let's proceed with the registration steps. First I share with link with you. I will share this link in this chat. Mudara, can you put that link? Actually,
Okay, just give.
this shall you find it? Use this one. Can everyone download this one and install in your phones, Android phones? This is not with work with the Apple devices, only with Android. Have you got the link?
I have shared it in the chat box.
Can everyone install this one? You can put a message when you install this. If there's any issue in the downloading or anything, put a message. Oh, you can.
Let us know if you have any trouble downloading or thing.
Can everyone download or is there any issues? You can download and install then. Okay, one is done. Don't sign up yet. Till it downloading, I will explain how it's helped to identify the issues we previously identified. So using this app, what you can do is there's an easy way to set up the examination and assignment days. For example, if you are in the now third year, what you have to do is you can go to app and select the examinations. Then you can select I'm in the third year. Then admin will automatically do assignments and exams and those things. And also you can set up, I need a reminder before one day. Then they will send a SMS to you. So rather than putting online messages, they will send SMS. So that's the one thing. And also you can find the train schedulers and bus schedulers. And also if you miss any lectures, you can download the lecture notes. And you can, if there is any suitable good board in place, you will get SMS notification regarding that. So and other meetings also you will get notifications. So likewise, this app helped to all the university issues. If someone download, then you can enter your, this app is working for Dialog, Mobitel, Hutch and Airtel. If you having that number, then you can enter your number with a 949477. Likewise, enter your number and you will get a OTP message, SMS message. After that OTP, SMS message, you set that OTP, then you can log into this app. This is only demo purpose app, so you can try to log in. Yes, you can register with the Mobitel number. Not Mobitel number, only the Dialog, Airtel, Hutch and it is allowed. Can't use the Mobitel numbers. Because this is working with the Idea Mart, not with the Mobitel. Yes, when you are inserting the Mobitel mobile number, you have to press 94, then 7, then your number. You have to follow that pattern. if everyone registers, let's we go and check whether how it's implemented in the practical manner. Okay, let's see. Now you see that in previously you don't know how we can get SMS to your phone, a OTP or that kind of telco API services. So using this app, as you see, you can get the SMSs, OTPs, and those things. How I do that? Let's go to code and see. As Mudara previously showed you, first what you had to do is you had to create the IdeaMart tab. For I also create IdeaMart tab because it's the link between the operator and your mobile app or your web app. So let's give me to log into my account first. As Mudara mentioned, I created one app called Student Mate here. In this app, if you go to this app, you can see I under the telco APIs, I had several APIs, SMS API, UST API, and subscription API. So you Mudara, can't you see my screen? It's only the presentation.
No, I can see.
Okay. In here, I create app. So what happened was, if we create an app, creating an app, you had to set up here. This is a very important point. You had to set up the allowed host address. So what purpose we using this is when you are communicating with the IdeaMart platform, you have to give the static IP. For that, I create some AWS instance and I add some static IP. Then in the code base, when you are sending any curl request, when you are communicating with the IdeaMart, when you are sending any curl request, we have to set up that static IP address. Here you can see this is my AWS account static IP address, and there I put some path there. So how I can find this path is, if we go to the IdeaMart portal, we go here, if we click on SMS API, if you go to the read mode, then you will find the path here. If you want to send SMS, then you have to follow this pattern, and this is the sample body you have to add. So using this body, you can send a message. So in the app, what happened was, in the app code base, first when you are registered, I send the request to this OTP, get the OTP request for the IdeaMart. Then after OTP getting, you should get a response like this contains some correlation ID. So when I get the request, I extract the correlation ID from that. Then with the response, I will send your OTP, which you get from the SMS, and with the correlation ID again back to the IdeaMart. Then what happens in IdeaMart side, they validate your OTP with this correlation ID, whether it's valid one or not. Then they subscribe you to that app. For example, now you are subscribed to this app. This is a totally free app. No any charges are there. So likewise, we can enable subscription. We can use a subscription API. That's how we use a subscription API. I can show how it's done in the our server side also. In server side only, you have to create your own backend server. This when you are creating this backend server should have static IP, and this is the only way to communicate with the IdeaMart. In here, I create a sample client there. Inside this client, as you can see, there's a different paths with communicating with Apple, and when the UI getting the response, this backend server get the request and send to the idea mart. So UI getting the request with the different IP addresses, but when you are sending with the backend server in the AWS, it's getting the static IP address. So this request is approved by the then idea mart. So that's how the request flow happening. After that, now there are, when you are customizing your app, in here you got the subscription API and SMS API. Here you have to set up some URLs. As you can see, if you are getting some message from the end users, that means if I am registered to this app and I want to send some message, then I can send a message to this using mobile phone. I can send a message. After that, this message received to this URL. If I create endpoint in my server using this URL, then messages hit to this URL. That's how it happened. So then what happened was, if the admin and anyone need to send any notification regarding this, yeah, you have assignment there, the lecture notes and likewise, then what admin had to do is admin can send the SMS to all the subscribers. It's very simple. I will share one postman collection. You can check that. So what happened was there, if you are putting, if you put a message and send to that, it's hit to the AWS server. It's hit to this AWS server. Here we have the endpoint here. We have the endpoint here, SMS endpoint. Then after it's sent to SMS endpoint, it's move back to the idea mart side that you had to send this message to the all the users. Likewise, each and everyone who subscribe to this app and will get the SMS message. So I will share some postman, then you can try that one. Import this to your postman and you can try this one and put some message. Just check whether it's coming to your mobile phones. Okay. I put some postman request. You can copy this one and put to your postman and try to put some message and try to send. That's how the subscription works with the OTP, and also the SMS MTs are working. That means if you go to session, as you can see,
Small thing.
Yeah.
I'm interrupting. Sorry. This curl request is not visible, Rukshan.
It's not visible. Okay.
Can you try everyone option? Maybe that may.
Okay.
Option.
Okay. Okay. Can you see now?
Okay. Right. Okay.
Okay. This is how admin send notifications. If admin want to send a notification to all the users, admin can use the API called SMS, and he had to send some API postman request to the server. So this is sample request. If you send it, it will go to all the subscribers of that app. That means all the users of this mobile app. Okay. And also previously Mudara mentioned, there are a lot of APIs. There's LBS APIs which you can same like this. You can send some postman request and you can check the user location, but you should have the consent of that user. Then you can check the location. And also sometimes when you are calling to the dialog model, you hear that the recordings are played. So those also can configure in your apps, idea mart apps. And also sometimes you get the USSD pop-up notifications and you can press some details and press enter and you can do some work. So those things also can configure using the idea mart apps. That's how we can use this API endpoint. The important thing you have to mention, you should have some server with the static IP and you should configure the backend to that support that. You can check those using this APIs. API guide in the IdeaMart document. Yeah, that's solved from the practical side. Udara, do you have anything to add?
No, Ruksha, not regarding this.
Okay, Mudara,
If
then
there are any questions, shall we let them?
yes, Mudara. So over to you, Mudara. You can.
Are there any questions? If there are any questions regarding this, please raise.
Mudara, that I have a question. So that has already sent the that snippet. So we have to insert in the postman under the get HTTP request, right?
Yes, Rukshan, can you help Nishantan on that one?
Yes, you have to send the post request, HTTP request.
Ah, okay.
So was it successful, Nishantan? Were you able to send request?
Yeah. It has gone success. Yeah, it has gone through. Send the request. Yeah.
Okay.
Do we have to do any validation on it in the postman? No, right?
Not the postman. I will show there are a lot of validations are there. For example,
Okay.
I will show in this SMS send request. Wait, I will go through the API guide and show you. Here, as you can see, if we are sending SMS, if we are using this API endpoint, then you should have the in the postman which I said, this only have the message. But you will be surprised. There should be application ID and application password and the destination addresses. For application ID and application password is you can get after creating the new app, and when you approved, when admin approved that app, you will get the password. And here you can find the application ID. Here's the application ID, and you can find the application ID when the admin is approved. After that, you have to insert those details here. Those is here, and the destination addresses. If you are sending message to the one single user, then you have to mention that number here. Otherwise, what you can do is if you want to send that for message to all the users, all the subscribers for that, all the app users, then what you have to do is regardless of this number, what you have to tell colon then all keyword. Then it's sent to the all the users. In my app, it configured to the all. If I show you this domain object, okay. You can see in here I added the tell all option. That means and username password are getting to the configuration. Here's the tell all. That means it's sent to the all the users of this app. That's how we configure these things. The validation happen using this app ID and the password. Yes, you can use any technology to create the app, but you have to make sure that your server should have the static IP and it should be hosted somewhere. Because when you are creating that, you have to put here allowed host addresses. In here, you have to put the server IP. Otherwise, if the request come from other than this IP, then IdeaMart site is rejected. Any more questions? Mudara, is Telco Api mandatory? No.
No. Yes. I mean, for TADHack teens, Rukshan, it's not mandatory. For TADHack adults category only, it's mandatory. Have the others tried out the postman request response thing? Just let us know if you have any doubts, then we can solve at this point itself. So one other thing, for TADHack, we have sent the project proposal also. So for the TADHack hackathon, the registrations will close tomorrow, and the project proposal submission, we are accepting it till 20th. So you all can send the project proposals until 20th. I have sent the project proposal template. So according to that template, you can fill it in and send. So if you have any clarifications on that, you can raise now. So as I said earlier, for TADHack teens, Telco APIs, that part is not mandatory. For TADHack adults category, yes, it is mandatory. So the final hackathon dates are 15th October. So that day we will have this final presentations, and we'll announce the winners as well. Yeah. Any questions? How can we send a finished project? So yes, Rihan, you don't have to send the project. What you need to do is, according to the project proposal template, it's a Word document. You have to fill it in and send it to us, right? Then after, you can work on the project. Now itself, you can start working on the project. And for TADHack teens, the final presentations are on 8th October. 8th October, you have to bring it and present. You don't have to submit your project to us. You have to bring your own devices and present it to the judges. For TADHack adults category also, it's like that. 15th October, you have to bring your projects and present it in front of the judges. So no need to submit your projects, but project proposal, yes, you have to submit. So if any of you need any information about TADHack, the hackathon, TADHack teens and TADHack, you can contact me on this number, and you can even send emails to events@zenithmobile.com. Also, if you have any questions regarding today's session, please raise. Does it need a laptop or can you use? Yes, if it's a mobile app, I think Rihan mentioned he's doing a mobile app. Yes. No, yeah. If it's a mobile app, you can bring it and show it to the judges, how the mobile app works and all. Yes, mobile app, no. So you can show that mobile app, but you might need to have, you will have to bring the laptop, because you might need to have the code base also. Like we will look at first, we will look at this mobile app, but better to bring your laptop also. You can demonstrate your solution from the mobile app. That's okay. Yeah, Wakison is actually asking for the recording. So once this session is uploaded to the YouTube, I will share that link with all of you. Okay. If there are any questions, you can raise. Okay, if there are no any other questions, then we'll wind up the session. So as I said, you can reach to me on the mobile number. Rukshan, shall we show that just once more? So you can reach us through the mobile number, and also you can reach us through the email address. So tomorrow will be the closing date for TADHack registrations. 20th September will be the last date for project proposal submission for TADHack and TADHack teens. And then 8th October will be the presentation dates for TADHack teens, and for TADHack, it will be 15th October.
Ma'am, is there any limited topic or any criteria for that? So why we can do anything? No?
Anything. Like what we are looking for is a innovative solution. Like it's better if you can have your solution addressing a current problem, or if it's an entirely new idea, so you will get more marks. So other than that, we don't restrict you for any topics. You can do anything.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay. Okay, then we'll wind up the session. Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
for
Thank you.